Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nao Nails. In this video we are going to do some Beyonce inspired nails just because JJ is Beyonce's biggest fan. Okay. I say. So yeah, we're going to do some Beyonce inspired nails. I'm just going to wipe over JJ's nails with gel residue wipe-off solution. I've already prepped JJ's nails. I am going to put a bit of oil on your skin.
Okay.
Because they are so dry. They're definitely swollen.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not like my normal ones.
Have you been dead busy at work? And we're going to do a ballerina shaped nail. We feel like it fits perfectly with the design. And it also is great for JJ as well when it comes to work and wearing her gloves and everything like that. So I'm going to dehydrate the nails. So this is the nail prep dehydrator.
Would you need that for gel polish? Like if you were just doing gel polish now on my nails straight away?
You can use it. It's fine to use it. It won't have any adverse effects. You don't need to put acid-based primer on. You don't need to do anything like that. You can use the dehydrator. But I find using the gel residue wipe-off solution
Is enough,
yeah. For the base. For that base to go on. Yeah, if you want it like a bit of a comfort blanket and you definitely want to know, yes, it's dehydrated, then yeah, use the dehydrator. Use the dehydrator. It won't do nothing. It'll be fine. What the hell? So for these two here, I want to do a transparent black. So I've got in here black and clear acrylic powder mixed together to make a nice transparent black. Like a grey, but transparent.
Does transparent mean see-through?
Yes.
Don't understand.
Every day's a school day.
With me. What's opaque mean then?
Not, you can't see through it.
Oh.
So if you think you've got tights and you've got 100 denier tight.
Yeah.
Denier, what's it say?
Yeah.
That one.
That funny one.
Yeah, the higher, sorry, the lower the number, the more opaque.
So a 1 is...
Thick black tights.
Oh no, the higher the number, sorry, the more opaque. The higher the
you're
number.
right, because 60, isn't 60 like...
You can get 100 denier tights, can't
Oh,
you?
100 thick.
Yeah. And you can get 15 that are like a sheer, aren't they?
Office tights.
Defo office tights. I bet you wear them all the time.
In my office.
Office tights.
Yeah, they're a bit, I'd say those kind of sheer black tights are
Pencil skirt with tights.
seen in the office environment.
Okay.
With a stiletto.
Not my cup of tea. Once you've got the colour exactly how you want it, you don't need to add any more. You can build up your structure with the clear. Because if I keep building and building and building, what's going to happen to it, JJ?
It's going to go opaque.
Oh my god! Every day school day! Love it! Love it! Right, so with clear, we're going to build the apex.
So this one's Slay.
This one's Slay, because it's a smaller finger. And we'll have less room to be doing the artwork on. We're going to use a little finger for the smaller slogan. I'm going to build up my apex with my clear.
So you don't need the one underneath the set face before you can build?
No, not at all. For the Ivy Park one, what we're going to do is we're going to take white. And if you guys don't know what Ivy Park is, then you don't get out enough. That'll be Adam. Did you know what Ivy Park is?
No.
So Ivy Park is Beyonce's brand of clothing. It's like all quite sporty. It's really cool. That's probably why Adam doesn't know about it.
It's not cool.
Because Adam's not cool.
Well, I'm not going to deny that.
Imagine if you rocked up with Ivy Park jumping next week.
Like,
I
slay. Be like, flawless. I woke up like this.
Oh,
You know
God.
all these words, don't you, though?
I know words.
All them ones.
I know.
All those kind of
I've
words.
read the dictionary.
No. No, all the flawless and woke up like this.
Well, I know what words are. What do you mean?
No. They're all like Beyonce sayings. I woke up like
He
this.
doesn't know. He doesn't know, honest.
I'm not
Right, so, anyway,
a fan.
we're going to cut.
Abuse.
What's abuse?
Adam, not a fan.
Well, it's not that I dislike her. I just don't know what she's done. The only one I know is the ring on it thing.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. I bet you do that really good on karaoke, don't you?
No, I told you.
Oh.
Girls Aloud. That came off nice.
It did come off lovely. I love it when that happens.
That was like, I bet that's ASMR for some people, that,
So satisfying. Let's see if we can do the same with the black. You know, some days things just go to plan. Other days you're like,
Not today.
today could be the good day.
If I plug a USB in right the first time,
Yeah.
it's a good day.
You ever broke your hand?
Oh, well, you don't jinx that.
No,
oh
I'm
my God,
asking.
JJ.
No, I'm asking if
JJ,
you ever
that
have.
is really bad.
No, I'm asking if you genuinely have.
I've never broke my hand. I've broke my wrist.
Yeah.
Messing about on my horse. I had a horse when I was young. Like
Your left or
12.
right?
Oh God, I can't even remember which one it was.
Oh,
I
that's
think
good
it was
then.
possibly my left. So we're going to dip into the black now, and we're going to see if we can get this cut nice.
Why'd you dip in the black?
Because dipping it into the black acrylic powder actually makes the acrylic not stick to the tool.
Oh.
It's like a little trick. Oh my God, this is working so well. I love it. Right, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. Look how pigmented the black is. Wowzers.
Tastes good acrylic, isn't it?
So good. With the rest of these two, I'm going to take clear acrylic. Just build a very thin platform. You just want a little bit onto that natural nail and build out a thin platform. This will add strength and structure, and it's going to give you something to work on top of as well. So we're going to put the black on top of this one, and then for the other nail we're basically going to reverse. And what inspired me for this was looking at the Ivy Park clothes. I saw like a little cropped hoodie, and the cropped hoodie had like another top underneath, so it was a white cropped hoodie and then it had like a black top underneath it as well, so I liked that kind of thing. So now we're going to fill this with black. You want to go straight up to the white so you get your nice crisp edge.
Crisp is a good word.
Tasty word.
I had a bad crisps while I was driving down here. That were the most salt and vinegary crisps you've ever tasted.
Really like.
Oh, they were so good.
Cleaning up that white from any of the black pigment, and then I am going to put a little bit of clear just so I know I've got that apex. Right, so now we're going to take the white to get that nice and neat. We can pull down, 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 down. Pinching tool. Same again, a little bit of clear. And drag it down. Pinching tool.
Have you ever done that and then just squidged the whole nail into like a squidge?
Yeah.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
And for the thumb, I'm going to need to put a thin layer of clear on. Just to reinforce this structure. And what I'm going to do is do this half black and this half transparent black. It's getting exciting, but I'm slightly nervous. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous about doing this long cut. Because a longer cut obviously needs to be done quickly. Whereas the other ones were little, less product, more time, not as stressful. Whereas this one will stress me out.
Also, will that cause a problem for pinching?
This is what I mean. It's all a little bit. That's why I've put that base layer on. So I'm going to get a big bead of the transparent. Let's get a big massive bead of something that's already set. A big bead. I'm going to work from here down first, because this will set last.
Oh, because the heat.
Get the cuticle nice. And put your blade in the powder. Just rocking down. god, that's so bad. I mean, it's not going to make a massive effect to it, but that's done me head in a little bit. So let's go and look at clear. I'm just going to repair that little bit of clear. And then we're going to go in with the black. Definitely going to file this before I cap, because I want to check that line. Try to do it thick enough so I've covered the apex area in enough product, but I will file this just to double check that line. Right, we'll let that set a little bit before we pinch. Pinching tool. Right, while that's pinching, I can start my filing. So I've got a 120 grit file. Going to do the side walls. I'm going to use a soft file around this cuticle area. JJ's skin is very, very delicate. So I'm going to file all the nails, and when I come to the thumb I will assess it and see if I need to cap that one. On these transparent ones I'm going to file over them a little bit with the 240 grit file, because I want them to be really transparent. I don't want to see any of those demarcations, and when I come to buff it, like I will do now, I will really buff. So I'll give them a really good buffing. I'm not going to just whip over, which you can do with the other ones. I really am going to smooth this out, so I'll remove those demarcations. So if you're doing anything that's got that transparency to it, you do need to make sure you make it nice and smooth. I am going to put a little bit of clear on that just here, because if we look down the barrel of this nail, see how thin it is here, where the join is. I don't want you to break that. Yeah, so I'm just going to put a little bit of clear. But I've not quite built that up. I mean, it's not going to take too long to just add that on. The only thing I probably would learn from that and do next time is really build up quite a thick layer of the colours. So on these two, we're going to do the Ivy Park logo. So I'm going to, should I do it that way? Just because it's easier for me. What we're going to use is, for the Ivy, we're going to use Serious Black. And we're going to paint this on. We have the Ivy Park logo. So like I say, they are simple letters. But to be honest, the more symmetrical and simple they are, sometimes the harder they are to do, because they have to be just so. Can you pop me that in the lamp, please, JJ? So with the other lettering, the other Ivy Park, so the park bit, we're going to do in Serious White. And then I've also got Sleigh.
Snow White.
Why have we got, sorry, Snow
Sleigh,
White. What did I say?
Serious White.
Snow White. It's Serious White though, let me tell you. Yeah, so we're going to do a sleigh.
Okay. A sleigh.
A sleigh. And then we're going to do
Flawless.
I woke up like this. I woke up like that. I did not wake up like this. But so we're going to do Flawless and Lemonade.
Of course. Which is her album.
The Lemonade album. Yeah. So I'm going to use for Sleigh, I'm going to use this colour. Oh, Quick Kiss it's called. And then we've got Lemoncello.
That was supposed to be her, Adam.
How did that go then?
Just had a...
I looked at it, I was like, starring JJ.
The camera slightly in your face, the microphone slightly in your face, Jess.
Start singing, let's go.
That was it. It was ready for you doing your Beyonce. So yeah, let's do the white first. And do all the lettering just like I did before. Put that on the lamp. So now the letter's done on these, I am going to top coat them because they'll have a sticky layer And I don't want the dust from anything to settle on them while I do the other letters on the other nail. So I prefer get those two top coated. Pop me them in a lamp, please, my love.
Halfway.
Halfway. Now let's look at the flawless.
Flawless. Flawless.
Right, so what I'm going to do now is I want to make them these three matte.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is
Oh, this is risky business.
I'm just going to buff over, and now I'm going to do it lightly.
Making me nervous.
Because I've put the top coat on. The reason I've put the top coat on is because I didn't want Jamie to... Oh my God, I've just called you by
Whoa.
your full name.
That has never happened before. That's not okay.
JJ.
Why did you do that?
Maybe I was going to tell you off. Jamie. Because I was talking
Jamie
about...
Lee.
Because the reason, Jamie Lee, I was telling everybody that I put the top coat on is because I didn't trust Jamie to not knock it and get fluff on it. Maybe that's why I said Jamie, because I was like kind of telling you off in a roundabout.
Oh,
Sunday names.
I got mothered.
You got mothered, yeah. Sorry, JJ. Now let's give him a wipe over with the gel residue wipe off solution. Let's take that bit of extra skin off there that you didn't need.
Thanks.
Looking flawless like my dreams. What I'm going to do is I'm going to edge this in stones. Just going to put a little bit of the aqua gel round the outside, round the outside.
round the outside.
Do Trailer Park Girls go round the outside, round the outside. Oh, we need to sing Beyonce. Beyonce's best song for me
Come on.
is Honey, honey, I can see the stars all the way
on top.
from here. Yeah. Can't you see?
That's your ringtone? Ring me.
Get Lost.
Honest. Yours.
Just for me?
Yeah.
Get Lost, because
It
you know I
is.
love that song.
It is. Wait there, let me take my phone off silent. It'll ruin it.
Love on top. So what I'm going to do now is use the matte top coat, the Urban Graffiti one. Let me just give this a whiz round. It can, if you haven't used it for a while, it can settle a little bit. You don't want it to settle, so just give it a good mix around. Then we're not going to cure that, so don't go in the lamp.
Ryan Little.
pop me that in the lamp. Just going to wipe over with gel residue wipe off solution. Right, so what I've figured out is what I'm going to do on this one is, see this little dot is? I'm actually going to put a stone there. And I'm going to do the same with the flawless one. Put a little stone there, little gem.
Flawless.
So,
I love you like EXO.
What does that mean?
Beyonce song.
What does XO mean?
Hugs and kisses.
Noughts and crosses.
I love you like EXO.
so I'm just going to put a little smidge of the Aqua gel onto that bit and then do the same again with the top coat. With the matte top coat, because we're going to keep them matte. Pop them in the lamp. So you think you're happy, and then I'm like, I think I want these to be matte as well. So I'm just going to do the same with these. I'm going to put the matte top coat on. I'm just going to buff that top coat, the shiny top coat first though. I'm not going to drag the oil over the nails because they're matte. If you do, it'll make them shiny. It'll add like a sheen to it, and you know, you don't really want that. Just do some serious smoothing out on your fingers on them photos. Thank God for photo apps. I ate most of mine look dead old.
Old.
My hands look dead old on them. What's your favourite one?
Oh God. Don't know. I really don't know.
I love this one.
Is that because it's...
Flawless. I like it because of the half and half business.
Yeah.
I think that's why I really like that one. But I do really like the simplicity
I
of
love
the
that.
Ivy Park ones, yeah. You'd be like, bitch, see my nails?
Ivy Park.
Bitch. Poo poo. There you go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed our Beyonce inspired nails just for JJ because she's super fan. Everything I've used today will be listed below. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram and all that shebang. And I'll see you in the next video. But before you go, just make sure you've subscribed to this channel. Okay. Bye-bye. So, right, let me just think about this now. So we're going to do a ra-di-da-di-da-di-da and a bit more ra-di-da. We're going to cut. We're going to cut. So we're going to do...
I've always wanted this.
Adi-das and tutus.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to use the black now. Oh,
Are we?
It's a good knife, that, isn't it?
you'd never.
Oh, shocking.
Chicken. Chicken. Little leg for.
You're the one I love.